A shocking footage shows Floyd Mayweather in a moment of visible panic following a surprise bankruptcy declaration. "Kids can't eat legacy. They can eat currency," he says, emphasizing his belief in building generational wealth. Known for his extravagant lifestyle, the champ now faces serious questions about his financial future and long-term stability.
It's not all about the money. Well, your kids can't eat legacy. They can eat off the currency. I believe in building generational wealth. That's what's important to me. Generational wealth. My kids will be great because I will push them to be great. Not in boxing, just in business. Whatever they want to do, I will always push them to be great.
Mayweather claims it's his own people who label him broke as soon as he reveals his business moves. He insists that his exhibition fights are not acts of desperation, but strategic ventures. Yet, according to Floyd, people driven by jealousy twist the narrative to suggest he's struggling. "The hate always comes when I'm winning," he says.
But soon as someone black, when my career is over as far as me in a combat sport, as far as boxing, whatever, if I'm promoting on social media or I'm doing exhibitions, it's like, oh man, he's broke. No, it's not a crime for them to make money. They don't say nothing about the guys that's 80 and 90 that's still making hundreds of millions and billions, but soon as somebody black does it, your people, your own people say, oh, he's broke. Listen, I'm not here to talk about no one else's pockets because I got to where I got to focusing on Floyd Mayweather. That's how I got to becoming 50-0. Because my thing was always, I didn't care what nobody else was doing. I had to focus on me and my family.
Jake Paul has boldly asserted that Floyd Mayweather is broke, arguing that most people simply haven't realized it yet. He believes Floyd's flashy lifestyle is just a cover, and that behind the scenes, the financial flow has dried up. The truth is catching up, Jake warned.
Jake, now, did Logan ever get paid with the situation with Floyd Mayweather?
Nah, not yet. Floyd Mayweather's broke. You know, that's what a lot of people don't realize. He gets these big checks and doesn't pay the taxes on it. And then the IRS comes hunting him down later. He owes a lot of people I know money. And Logan's deep down on that list, so I don't know if Logan's ever going to get paid.
Logan Paul revealed that investors involved in his exhibition fight with Mayweather were never paid as agreed. According to Logan, those investors waited for their returns, but Mayweather failed to deliver, prompting them to file a lawsuit. The situation has cast serious doubt on Mayweather's financial reliability and contractual integrity.
On his investment, and sure enough, he didn't get his initial investment back. He's strung along. He gets like $100K here and there, strung along, not getting paid.
In addition to the unpaid investors, Logan Paul questioned Mayweather's overall financial integrity. He pointed out that Mayweather owes significant amounts to parties in Dubai and others, suggesting that the champ's financial issues are more widespread than previously reported. Paul also shared his own frustration over still not being paid for their high-revenue exhibition bout.
Floyd Mayweather has made over $1 billion throughout his entire career, but now he's being accused of being broke. This accusation comes from Logan Paul, who fought Floyd Mayweather 1 year ago, which was one of the biggest fights in all of history, selling over 1 million pay-per-view buys. But Floyd Mayweather was paid the majority of the money when it was reported he made $100 million off the fight. For Logan Paul, who handled all the marketing, it's not the same where he hasn't been paid one penny. That was because every single dollar made went through Floyd Mayweather's company. Logan Paul said despite them having a contract, he's owed $5 million by Floyd Mayweather that he's just not paying him. But Logan Paul, along with his brother Jake Paul, have bashed Floyd Mayweather, accusing him of being broke. Which Floyd Mayweather is undeniably a pretty bad guy, where he went to jail for 2 months for domestic battery. Floyd Mayweather has been accused of domestic abuse by over half a dozen women, including his ex-wife. And it was confirmed in court by his son when he was just 10 years old. But Floyd Mayweather took offense to being called broke and said he makes $300 million a month. Which is a complete joke because it would mean he has more cash coming in than Bill Gates. And Logan Paul said if Mayweather doesn't pay soon, he's taking him to court. But who knows, maybe Mayweather's money is just a show.
Adding to the mounting speculation, reports claim that Mayweather owes approximately $22 million in unpaid taxes to the IRS. This substantial tax debt has intensified concerns about how well the boxer has managed his wealth from his record-breaking career.
Damn, Floyd Mayweather, Money Mayweather. Why they got you up under the gun again on $25 million in taxes? Hey man, you know, stuff about to get real for you, Floyd, man, because you already owe Gervonta Davis $33 million that you ain't paid him. Do anybody find this strange that your boy Floyd is on all the IRS money, on Dubai money, on Gervonta Davis money, but yet we have all this stuff all that flash that y'all see, but y'all don't realize, man, he get a lot of that stuff free. Now, guys, I'm not hating because that is my favorite boxer, man. And like I said, I'm born and raised in Las Vegas and I love his grind. He's a hell of a fighter, but man, hey man, let the chips fall where they may, man. Everybody can get it on my channel. I'm just putting out that news, man, like the feds is putting it out there because the feds is all in that, man, business right there, man. How you on all these millions? But man, stay tuned for that next video.
Responding to criticism over his exhibition fights, Mayweather insists these events allow him to perform for a new generation of fans. He argues that exhibitions are a safer way to showcase his skills and entertain audiences without the risk of professional-level competition.
Case my time and give people just a glimpse of, you know, what I was doing when I was at the height of my career. You know, when I was at the pinnacle of my career. You know, so just being able to just travel the world and put on shows, put on exhibition bouts, and still sell out arenas. It's a great feeling. But you know, the fans love it. Now, I truly believe if I took a lot of abuse in the sport of boxing throughout my career, then I probably wouldn't still be doing exhibitions or putting on boxing showcases. But I didn't really take no abuse in the sport of boxing, so I feel like I can continue to go out there, have fun, and put on shows throughout the world.
In interviews, Floyd has also emphasized the financial upside of exhibitions. While a real fight might net him around $20 million, he claims exhibition matches can bring in as much as $100 million, making them the smarter move post-retirement.
It's crazy that everybody keep asking me, why you not coming back to fight? Why you not coming back to fight? So I look at the fight game. I said, okay. I said, you know, fighters fighting, they make $3 million, $4 million, $6 million, $7 million. Some may make 10 or 20 million. But I'm doing exhibitions and I'm making 20, 25 million, 100 million for exhibitions. So why would I come back and fight and get a guaranteed 35 million when I'm doing exhibitions and getting 100 million?
Imagine playing basketball and getting 40 million for a fucking preseason game.
That's real money.
And I get all mine up front.
Despite Floyd's explanations, public perception remains skeptical. Many critics argue that his ongoing involvement in exhibition bouts points to a need for income, not just a passion for the sport. To them, these events appear more financially motivated than artistically inspired.
I've said this shit for years. I think I think he needs the money, and I think that's why he's fighting. Ever since the Logan Paul fight,
when you Floyd, you don't need money.
You don't know what his finances are. This dude has gambling problems. This guy is.
Whoa. Do you have any fucking link to back up that ridiculous claim that he has gambling problems?
Not gambling problems, but he gambles heavily. Yes, there is. He posts it all the time.
Okay, do you have any fucking any links to back up that he loses?
Well, you don't know that he doesn't. All I know is that he's doing shit.
My point is, until there are links
there's
stating
no I just think
that Floyd Mayweather gambling has put him in debt. Like,
no, I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
So what? I mean, you're the one that said gambling problem.
Money.
You said gambling problem and needs money.
I think it's a mix between the way he lives his life, the money that he spends,
and all the other things that go into it. You're insinuating a lot. You don't know.
And I've always thought that.
You don't know his finances.
To take these fights, I'll continue thinking.
Mayweather's handshake deal and partnership with Mag David Adams have also been interpreted by some as financially driven moves. Observers speculate that Mayweather's involvement was prompted by his current economic situation. Additionally, his alleged failure to repay a $2 million debt to rapper 50 Cent is cited as a reason for the deterioration of their friendship, highlighting unpaid debts even among close acquaintances.
This looked like a friendship that was going to last a lifetime. What the hell happened between 50 Cent and Floyd Mayweather?
He changed his mind.
Now, what do you mean he changed his mind?
As he was actually going into jail, he asked me to help him with Mayweather Promotions.
Right.
Then as he actually got in and I took a look, I realized there is no Mayweather Promotions. There's no LLC. There's no seal. It's not incorporated. It's just
a name.
Yeah. When he says helping with Mayweather Promotions and it's not there, I go, okay, I know what he means. He wants me to
get it together,
put it together for him. So I do TNT Promotions. I get it all the way together. Yeah. Then he comes home. There's the Let's Get Floyd Back in Pocket campaign that goes on where, it's $300,000 chains being bought and buying the new Lamborghini and all these new things. And I'm sitting there going, yo, when you gonna give me the money? He acted like he didn't know anything. Like, I didn't tell you how to do that. I didn't tell you to do that.
Do you think Floyd Mayweather scammed 50 Cent?
Oscar De La Hoya reflected on Mayweather's financial rise, noting that the Money Mayweather persona was born after their iconic fight. Before their 2007 bout, Mayweather reportedly earned relatively modest sums, but the mega event significantly elevated both his income and public image.
Before Mayweather fought me, he was making $2-3 million on my undercards. After beating me, Mayweather becomes Money Mayweather and he becomes this global superstar. I think we sold 2-point-something million homes. I believe he made something like 8 million all said and done.
And what did you make all said and done in that fight?
I had to be closer to 80.
You made 80 million. He made 8 million. So the negotiation was 90-10.
Sometimes fighters don't understand negotiating the right way.
In 2021, Floyd Mayweather and rapper Tyga reportedly made upfront payments to a broker to acquire high-end watches and jewelry from Miami jeweler Leonard Sulianoff, adding to Mayweather's long history of luxury indulgence.
Okay, Floyd Mayweather fought another exhibition against Gotti last Saturday. A real show that left the crowd booing in the arena at the end. But in the middle of the second round, Floyd literally had the referee swapped out. He didn't like that the referee told him to stop hitting behind the head. Floyd is used to having the refs do whatever he wants, and he wasn't getting his way this time. It was so embarrassing. Floyd, you're 50 years old. You're a legend in the sport. I've stood up for you in countless interviews, including Shannon Sharp's podcast last week. But you have to stop embarrassing yourself with these exhibitions. I know life is hard. I know life is expensive. But come on, dude, put your legacy first. Nobody wants to remember you like this. And it gets worse. Your jeweler filed a lawsuit against you in Miami. And many are saying you're going to have to sell off your assets. Floyd, I'm rooting for you. Come on, let's turn it around.
Despite mounting debts and controversies, Mayweather continues to flaunt a lifestyle of luxury. Most recently, he made headlines for allegedly purchasing $42 million worth of real estate. While many would cut back under financial pressure, Floyd doubles down, leaning into his Money Mayweather brand. The property purchase quickly became a viral talking point, painting the picture of a man committed to maintaining appearances no matter the cost.
This is how Floyd Mayweather and Tyga might get away without paying $4 million in jewelry. So a lot of wealthy people buy assets or luxury items under business entities. This allows them to pay less tax while also having protection against lawsuits personally. In this case, Tyga and Floyd used a watch broker and some upfront cash to make the deal go through. But as the days passed, no payment was made on the balance that was due, and even their agent admitted they owed $4 million. So what these two did is they signed and paid using a business, and then before paying the full amount, gifted it to themselves on behalf of the business that bought it. Therefore, the broker can't go after Floyd or Tyga because they didn't buy it from them personally. A business that they may control bought it and then gifted it to them, but in this sense is completely separate. But what they did is how the rich get richer. Us in our daily lives have no protection from lawsuits, but as soon as you use a business, the laws completely change. So I'm not saying you should do this or that they'll even get away with this, but it's definitely an interesting way to get expensive jewelry cheaper.
However, those claims didn't hold up for long. Reports began to emerge suggesting that Mayweather didn't fully acquire the buildings as claimed. Instead, he may have only bought a small stake, raising further questions about the validity of the $42 million headline.
What's the point of buying 62 buildings? You buy a couple...
No, 62 units, I think, right?
No, 62 units could be one building.
Yeah, it could be.
They got buildings with 90 units and 100 and some units.
He has 62 multifamily units. That's what it says. So that's 62 buildings. Like you just said, it's probably
so
62
think about
buildings.
it.
Yeah.
If he has that, some of the buildings might not be in the best condition.
Right.
So knock it down and build, or knock, if they're side by side, knock both of them down. Don't renew rents. Let them move out and then build a skyscraper.
Or if he makes commercial properties out of some of those.
That's what I'm saying.
That same month, Mayweather was also seen flaunting a new private jet, reportedly worth $500 million. Whether or not the figure is accurate, the gesture was clearly meant to send a message. Floyd is still rich. With rumors of bankruptcy and lawsuits swirling, he seemed eager to prove his financial dominance. Carrying backpacks stuffed with cash, Mayweather continues to put his wealth on display, not to spend, but simply to be seen.
For some odd reason, at the beginning of the year, Floyd Mayweather decided to tell us all that he bought a bunch of apartment buildings in Upper Manhattan. Everybody has found out that that wasn't true. Apparently, it's not that hard to figure out who owns property. This is not an indictment on Floyd Mayweather as a boxer. He is one of the best boxers we've ever seen. Anybody who is privy to Floyd Mayweather's antics outside of the ring knows Floyd ain't bought no goddamn apartment buildings in no Upper Manhattan, bro. We knew that when he told us. I'm not sure who Floyd Mayweather thought he was fooling. Nothing about Floyd Mayweather outside of a boxing ring says savvy. I'm sorry. This is the same Floyd Mayweather that 50 Cent told he would donate $50,000 to the charity of his choice to read Harry Potter. He bought $400 million worth of apartment buildings in Upper Manhattan. Come on, Floyd. The people who was living in apartment buildings, the second they heard that Floyd Mayweather bought their building, they was on the phone with property management like, what's really? I will pay $10,000 a month, but I won't pay $10,000 a month to a nigga. Floyd, you can't just do that with Upper Manhattan apartment buildings, bro. Tell lies like that about the projects, man. You gotta do that to the hood, man. Ain't nobody going for that shit in Upper Manhattan.
For Floyd, it's all about the image, constantly proving he's still the richest, flashiest man in the room. From his over-the-top watch collection to his extravagant spending, he built a brand around excess. He once said his flexes were just to share the lifestyle. But now that financial trouble has come to light, many see it differently. The reason the money dried up? Everyone knew how much he was spending because he made sure they did.
I need you guys to watch me talk about my watches. Right here, I got 3 cases. And they're all full with watches. So when I travel, I like to take, if I'm going for 45 days, I like to take 45 watches with me. I like to have options. So everybody's always asking me, what's your favorite watch? Well, one of my favorite watch brands is &Co. As you can see right here, I got this a few months back, and it's one of my favorite watches. One of the best brands in the world. That's just my personal opinion. I like the brand so much, I went and bought another watch just yesterday, &Co. As you can see, &Co. Now, let's talk about watches, let's talk about jewelry, let's talk about a few things. I need you guys to watch me talk about my watches. So we'll set this to the side. Now, we want to give the people an appetizer or something light. So we give you 2 appetizers, then we give you a main course. Just a few watches that I got while I travel. So check this out. We're going to go here first. And of course, the company is &Co. Crazy company. Now, I need you guys to come closer and check this out. So let me come to you guys a breakdown.
That's it for today's video. Stay tuned for more updates next time.